Good day everyone, welcome to our another tutorial episode. Today we're going to study about division of polynomial using synthetic division. So let's start. Synthetic division is a shorthand method of dividing polynomial by a linear binomial using only the coefficients. For the synthetic division to work, the polynomial must be written in standard form using 0 as the coefficient for any missing terms, and the divisor must be in the form of x minus c. So the following are the steps in doing synthetic division. First is we need to arrange the term of the dividend in the descending power of the variables. Assign 3 rows of number in the synthetic division process. Second is to write the coefficient in the first row of the synthetic division in case there are terms for any missing power of x. Insert 0. Set the divisor at x minus c equals 0, then solve for x. Then the value of x is the synthetic divisor. Align, align the synthetic divisor at the same row as the coefficient of the dividend. Next is bring down the leading term and enter it into the bottom row. Later you will know how that works. Number 5 is to multiply the synthetic divisor at the latest entry of the bottom row and place the product in the middle row, one column over to the right. Add the entry in the middle row to the entry above the top row. Enter the sum in the same column in row 3. Repeat step 5 and 6 until there are no more entries available in row 1. The last entry of the bottom row is the remainder. The other entries of the bottom row are the coefficient of the quotient of the degree 1 less than the dividend. Now, it's somehow confusing in discussing this step. It is more convenient and it's more wise for us to learn how to do it using or by answering an example. Example number 1. Divide x cubed minus x squared minus 14x plus 11 by x minus 4. First thing that you will do is let's create a table for our synthetic division. Next is let's arrange each term into descending order of their degrees. For example, in this given, our dividend has the highest degree of 3, followed by 2, followed by 1, and followed by 0. So in this case, we have our own already fixed. Next is to identify all the coefficients of each term. For the first term, we have the coefficient 1. Though it's not visible here, it has an invisible 1 here. So that's why we have 1. On the second term, we have negative 1. See how it gets the sign of this one. This sign belongs to this term. That's why it becomes negative 1. Same as well with the third term. It is negative 14. And for the last term, it is 11. Now place them at the very top of the top column of our synthetic division table. Now let's go to the divisor. Our divisor should be in the form of x minus c. So this is our divisor, x minus 4. And if we're going to find the value of c, that is 4. So therefore, 4 is our divisor. Notice that in this step a while ago, it says there that it is easy for us to equate it on 0, then find the value of x. And that would be the value of our divisor. So for those of you who are confused on how this works, just equate this into 0 and find the value of x, and that would be our divisor. We are now good with our table. So the first thing that we're going to do is to bring down the first term. Then multiply our synthetic divisor to the first term. Then put the answer on the second row. 4 times 1 is 4. Then let's add this or combine it. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3. Then repeat the previous step, 4 times 3. The answer at the next row. The negative 14 plus 12, that is negative 2. Then 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 11 plus negative 8, we have 3. These are the answers that we get. The last digit that we get will serve as our remainder. And the remaining one will serve as our polynomial quotient. So we have here negative 2, that is x raised to 0, x raised to 1, then x raised to 2. Always start on x raised to 0. Now if we're going to make this as one polynomial, we could just not write 1 and write x squared. This is positive plus 3x. See, I don't write 1 anymore because 1 is identity of x, an exponential identity of the base, meaning the base will not be changed because of its exponent 1. Then minus 2. I didn't put x raised to 0 because x raised to 0 is 1, and 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So that's our polynomial, that's our quotient. Now if we're going to write this, illustrate it, it's just like that and like this. Plus 3 over x minus 4. So that's our answer. Now if we're going to write this in a division algorithm, we could write the answer like this. P of x, polynomial x, is equal to x minus 4 multiplied by x squared plus 3x minus 2 plus 3. That will be our answer. For Pf, that polynomial x is the polynomial, x minus 4 is the divisor, and this one is the quotient multiplied by a quotient plus the remainder. So that's how it works. Now let's go to problem number 2. Find the remainder when 2x cubed minus 7x plus 3 is divided by x plus 2. So again, let's check if the dividend is arranged in descending order. We have 3, 2, 1, and 0. So that's how it works. See how I put 0x squared here? Because there is no x squared here, that's why we add 0x squared there, so that we could complete the number of the exponent in descending order. So this is very important for us to succeed in the synthetic division. Don't forget to add it. Now, for our coefficients, we have the first term, we have 2, then 0, negative 7, and 3. Now, let's put them on the table, and let's go to our divisor. The divisor should be in the form of x minus c. Our divisor here is x plus 2. Then, to get the value of c, we need to do this. We need to think of a number on how to make it negative instead of positive. So, our c is equal to negative 2. Now, if you're confused on how to do it, all you have to do is to equate it into 0. Then find the value of x, minus 2 on both sides. Cancel this, so x is equal to negative 2. And this negative 2 will be our synthetic divisor. I hope that is clear. Now let's divide it. Again, we're asked to find the remainder. So first step, bring down the first term. Multiply it to the synthetic divisor. Put the answer on the next row. 0, combine it. 0 plus negative 4 is negative 4. Multiply it again to synthetic divisor. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. Combine it again. We have 1. Multiply it again to the divisor. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Combine it again. The answer is 1. As you can see in here, the very last part of the answer will be our remainder. Therefore, the remainder, if we divided this polynomial by this polynomial, is 1. Since we still have space, let's just compute for the quotient of this polynomial problem. So we have our 1 as our x raised to 0, x raised to 1, and x raised to 2. So that this will be x squared minus 4x plus 1. So that will be our quotient. And we need to add the remainder over the divisor. So this will be our quotient, this will be our remainder, and this will be our divisor. So don't be confused on this form. Number 3. What is the quotient when 3x raised to 4 plus 2x raised to 6 plus 3 minus x squared is divided by x minus 3? So it seems it has a four-term polynomial, but this polynomial is not in standard form. So we know that the very first term is 2x raised to 6 followed by x raised to 5. Can you see any x raised to 5 here? No. So if there's no x raised to 5, just add 0x raised to 5. The next is x raised to 4. So let's add this plus 3x raised to 4. Then x raised to 3. There's no x raised to 3. So again, plus 0x raised to 3. Then next is x raised to 2. This one. And this one gets its sign negative. Again, the sign or the operation is the sign of the term next to it. So we have negative x squared. Then x raised to 1. There's no x raised to 1. So let's add plus 0x. Then plus 3. So that's our standard form with all the missing terms put together. So now let's have our coefficients. So we have that coefficient. And let's go to our divisor, that is x minus x, x minus c in this form. So we know that our x is 3. Again, if you're confused here, just equate it into 0. So x is equal to 3. And that will be the value. Then let's put all our given in the table. Okay, all right. Now let's do the synthetic division. Bring down, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, place the answer, add, multiply, place the answer here, add negative 1 plus 189 is 188, multiply, then place the answer here, then add, multiply, then place the answer here, and we have this answer. Again, the last part is our exponent. It's our, no, I'm sorry. The last part is our remainder. Now let's put x raised to 0 on the last 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if we're going to simplify that, we don't need to put x raised to 0 and we don't need to put x raised to 1 in this one. So we have this as our final answer. But the question is, what is the quotient? Now, if the quotient is what we need, all we have to do is to write this and do not include this, the remainder over the divisor. So this is our answer. Number 4, divide 2x cubed minus x squared minus 10x plus 5 by 2x minus 1. This is an interesting problem because instead of having a coefficient of 1, the coefficient of 1, we have 2. So again, let's not distract ourselves by that, and let's arrange the dividend into standard form. 3, 2, 1, 0 for our exponent. Let's identify our coefficients, and let's put that in the table. Now, let's deal with the divisor. 2x minus 1, if we equate it into 0 and we find the value of x, we can say that 2x is equal to 1, then divide both sides by 2, cancel it, then x is equal to 1 half. Then 1 half should be in here. So in this case, if we want to make this in this form, meaning that the coefficient of the first term should be 1, let's divide this equation into 2. So cancel this. So we have x minus 1 divided by 2, 1 half. Then we can get the value of c, and that is 1. So same process, different process, same answer. Now the skill that you need for this is you should know how to multiply on fraction. And I am assuming that you already know that because you're in this tutorial and that is the prerequisite of this tutorial. So let's bring down 2 and multiply it by 1 half. Now 2, 1 half multiplied by 2 is equal to, just multiply the whole number to the numerator. Then 1 times 2 is 2 over 2. That is 1. So we have 1 as our answer. Now let's combine them. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Times 1 half is 0. Negative 10 plus 0 is negative 10. Then 1 half of negative 10 is negative 5. Combine it and we have 0. So this is the first time that we have a 0 remainder. Now let's put the variable on it. Now remember a while ago, we divide the divisor into 2 and we got this number. Now imagine if we're using long division here, we have 2x cubed minus x squared minus 10x plus 5. And if we're going to divide it by 2x minus 1, so 2x squared, 2x cubed divided by 2x, the answer is x squared. So the leading term or the first term of the answer should be x squared. But in this case, we have 2x squared. The main reason why that happened is because we need also to divide the answer into 2 because we divide it at first. We divide the divisor at first, then we need to divide this by 2. So since we divide 2x plus 1 by 2 at the start, we need to divide the quotient as well. So 2x squared minus 10 divide by 2. So this will x squared minus 5. So that will be our answer. 2x squared minus 5. So hopefully you understand that. Now let's go and try another example. Now divide 48x cubed minus 80x squared plus 41x minus 9 by 3x minus 2. Again, we have a leading coefficient that is not 1. And express your answer to this polynomial function. Polynomial is equal to the divisor multiplied by the quotient and plus the remainder. So let's do it. Let's check again. 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's in the standard form. Let's bring down the coefficients. So we have 48, negative 80, 41, negative 9. Now let's deal with the divisor. So to do that, to get that, all you have to do is to equate it to 0. 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then add 2 on both sides. We have 3x equal to, divide by 3. That is, x is equal to 2 over 3. That's the value of x if we equate it into 0. So that will be also the value of c. Now, for you to be comfortable on it, on how to do it, let's just write this 3x minus 2. And let's make this x like this in this form. Meaning it only has 1 as its coefficient. And to do that, let's just divide it by 3. Okay, 3x divided by 3, that would be x. Minus 2 divided by 3 is 2 over 3. So the value of c is 2 over 3. Now let's just do the process. 2/3 times 48 is 32. Negative 80 plus 32 is 48 again. Times 2/3, that is negative 32. Combined, we have 9. 9 times 2 over 3, that is 6. Combined, that is negative 3. Negative 3 is our remainder. Remember that? So we have this as our answer. X raised to 0, x raised to 1, x raised to 2. Now let's eliminate. Now, again, a while ago, we divide it into 3. To change that into that form, we need to divide it as well into 3. The 48 divided by 3 is 16x squared. Negative 48x divided by 3 is negative 16x. Negative 16x. Then 9 divided by 3 is positive 3. So we have this as our answer. Oh, sorry. Again, let's put that in that form. This is our divisor. This is our quotient. Plus negative 3, this is our remainder. See, again, we don't need to divide the remainder by 3. So that's one of the common mistakes. So we have our final answer. And that's it. That's all for this tutorial. I will try to upload problems involving synthetic and long division, and I will try my best to answer that and post it on the next episode. That's all for today. Bye bye.